Having a whole different conversation from you're having. I'm talking about these people who are at the 30% of our median at 4 children living in one of your affordable apartments for 30 years. That bothers me because we are not, these are the people, Commissioner, the Vice Mayor was just talking about, who are struggling to maintain rent even in the projects. How are we going to address that set? I understand the firemen, the teachers, the nurses. I understand those of you who have had the opportunity to live in a condo with 2 children or whatever. But I'm talking about somebody 27 years old with 4 children, a husband and a wife, whose kids are in 3rd grade, 4th grade, and they're talking about a 30-year project or attainable housing as we were giving them here. Where are they in the conversation that we've had tonight, going back to livable wage? This is the same conversation I had with Secretary Carson, and he said, well, it seems that we're in silos. We're in different places, and it's evident that that's where we are tonight. We're in different places. You're talking about density, and I'm talking about putting people in a home that their children can play in a yard, that they have ownership. You're talking about somebody who's going to be here, sell it, and go 20 years, 10 years, or whatever. I'm talking about families that are going to stay here in this area, work and retire in this area. Their kids will grow up in this area. They can't do it. To the mayor's point, the 120% of AMI, they will never get there. And this being a right to work state, and with the mess we have with our developers using lower waged individuals to work here, and the locals not getting the training to do the work that others are doing here and leaving here with the funding that doesn't stay here. That's my whole concern when we talked about affordable and attainable and workforce housing. I'm talking about the guy that drives the beer truck, soda water truck. I'm talking about the painter or the cement, the yard man who has a family and isn't making the 100% of AMI or the 60%. What are we going to do for those persons? These are the kids getting out of high school, those who have already been and come back. These are the veterans. That's where my conversation towards affordable housing, attainable housing, and workforce housing. I don't want to just build a bunch of projects. We could have done that. We could have redone Kingstone. Beautiful job. But they're not going to be there for 30 years. Children can't raise up and play. Children make noise. I'm just concerned that we're having 2 different sets of conversations here. And I can understand your market rate. I can understand your overlays. I can understand your density. I can't understand people who work and live here every day in real jobs and can't afford to live here because of this.
Commissioner Alpert.